What's going on, guys? It's Fox, and in today's video tutorial I'll be showing you how to update the system firmware and also how to update the master_S9 repack. Just giving you guys a heads up, if I mention anything about items flow or Modman, those two applications are no longer working to play games. You're going to have to only use the Homebrew launcher to play games. Just giving you guys a heads up, this is a recycled video tutorial guide, but I showed you how to get the Homebrew launcher up and running because that's something totally new and you have to do a lot of stuff, but I got that all cleaned up and all set ready for you guys to go. I will cut out the old information and put the new information inside this recycled video. Please keep that in mind. I'll say it again for the time being, with this new repack that he made, it no longer supports the Modman game manager, and it no longer supports items flow, but items flow needs to be updated because it's not working for anybody. Also, with this new pack that he made, he's also included more games, so now we have a total of 25 LUA compatible games. I've only tried one, that's Etahen, because that's the only game that I have. Anyway guys, let's jump into the video tutorial and let's get started. Just want to throw this out there real quick. If you already updated to version 9 or 9.60, obviously skip to that part where I get everything all set up for you for using the Homebrew launcher to play your games. So I just wanted to throw that out there. What's going on, guys? It's Fox, and in today's video tutorial we're going to be updating our jailbroken system, or if you haven't jailbroken already, you're totally fine to go and update the jailbreak. This is compatible with firmware 8.9 to 9.60. If you already updated your system and you're already on firmware 9.0 or 9.60, obviously you don't need to update the firmware. You can just go ahead and follow this video tutorial guide. Just jump to the part where I do the system backup and restore. master_S9 does a lot of his repack updates. I'm not going to be making a full video. Like I said, I'm not going to be making a full video guide every time he updates his repacks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to host his repacks so they don't go offline. And also what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically use the recycled video guide. And if anything majorly changes, I'll let you know before using the recycled video guide. And this latest version that he made, the only thing that's been updated in version 23.2, it has 24 in total LUA games. So there's more LUA games for you to jailbreak the system with. Anyway guys, enjoy the video tutorial guide. Let's jump into it now. Before we jump into the video guide, like and subscribe to master_S9, the best of the best of the best, sir. He does a wonderful job of making these backup and restores. Without him, I'd be pretty much dead in the water with doing the re-sign of the ps4/ps5 saves, and he really makes a wonderful repack. Please consider donating to him. He's a great guy, a very, very nice and helpful person. Let's jump into the video guide. What's going on, guys? Fox, and in today's video tutorial we're going to be jailbreaking our ps5. If you're on firmware 8.00 to 9.60, this tutorial guide will cover your jailbreak. If you're coming from one of my older jailbreak video guides, this will also work too. It's pretty much the same thing. Before we jailbreak the system, I just want to go over some things with you. Only update to 9.00. The reason why is only update to 9.00. At the moment, there's no games that require 9.60 firmware, so you're better off upgrading to a lower firmware than upgrading to a higher firmware. Remember, you can always go up, but you can never go down. Also, please keep in mind you will need the LUA game disc, the official disc. This repack supports 18 to 20 games. There's no demo. You have to actually buy the game. The games retail between $60 to $100 with shipping. Please keep that in mind. It's well worth it. Also, if you're on 4, 5, 6, or 7 OFW, when you update to LUA, you will be losing the UMTX1, the UMTX2, and also Victorious Blu-ray jailbreak disc. You can only jailbreak the system via LUA game disc only. So once you go higher, you're going to be losing this, okay? And with this jailbreak video tutorial guide, we're going to need to do a system recover, a system backup / reinstall. You're going to be losing all your stuff. So before we proceed with the tutorial, when I jump into the tutorial, I will show you how to back up everything if you so desire. First things first, go in the description, download my repack, extract it, right click, extract here. You'll get this folder. Open up this folder. Now I want you to put a flash drive into the computer, and we're going to need to format it in FAT32 because we're going to updating the system via offline. Before updating via offline, make sure your internet connection is turned off. Make sure there's no game disks inside the system or any kind of other loose media inside the system. Okay, with our flash drive in the computer right here, so follow my instructions, right click, format. Then we're going to change this to NTFS. Please keep in mind when you format the drive, you'll be losing all your data. Okay, I want you to format it one more time. Okay. Now open up the GUI format tool. We need to rename this to .exe. Run as administrator. Make sure your drive letter matches up. Drive D. If it doesn't match up, just hit the drop down box. Go ahead and press start. Press close. To confirm it formatted in FAT32, just right click, press properties, FAT32. Please bear with me, it's late. I'm very tired. Open up the flash drive, go up one. Please keep in mind when you install my firmware, see it says offline 9.00 for ps5 firmware update only. This is for updating system, so this is the correct firmware we need. Do not use this because this is a recovery firmware. That's for installing a brand new hard drive inside of your ps5. So in case you wanted to go from, let's say, 800 gigabytes to 2 terabytes or whatever, then you would use this firmware. So we're just going to be updating it via offline. So open up that folder. Sorry about that. Just drag and drop that. Let that copy over. I'm going to let it do its thing. Okay, now that flash drive is all copied over with the offline firmware, please hold in the power button on your PlayStation 5 for about 5 to 8 seconds. You'll hear it beep once, then beep twice. As soon as you hear it beep twice, let go of the button. That's going to put us in the recovery / safe mode so we can install the firmware. Okay? I'll meet you back. Go ahead and plug a controller in and press the PlayStation button. Go ahead and choose option 4, update system software. Press the first option, update from USB drive. Go ahead and connect the USB drive, wait about 5 seconds and press OK. It's loading the firmware. Always before updating, if you're using my pack or somebody else's, that you check it's the correct firmware. As you can see, it says 9.00.00.45, so on and so forth. That's the firmware 9.00, so go ahead and press update. This is going to take a few minutes. Don't touch anything, don't turn the system off. It's probably going to restart a couple of times. So just let it sit here and let it do its thing. Okay, it's installing. System went blue then white. As you can see, the indicator light's still flashing. Now it's loading up. Now it's installing. Lights glowing. System turn itself back on. Let it sit there and let it do its thing. It's rebuilding the database. Okay, firmware is now 100% updated. I'll meet you on the computer now where it'll be a higher quality. Okay, so now we're going to test and see if it's on the firmware 9.00. Yours is not going to look like this as of yet. Okay, so that took a couple seconds for it to load for the first time. Go into settings, go into system, hit on console information, and as you can see right there, 9.00. See in the firmware it says 24.02-09, where it says the beginning of the number 9. That's the firmware that we're on. Okay, so in the meantime, what I want you to do is take the flash drive out of your PS5 and let's put it on the PC. I'll meet you on the computer. Okay, now that we're on the PC, I need you to... Okay, now we have to format this into exFAT. So right click, press Format, press exFAT. Okay, what I want you to do is where it says Backup and Restore, I want you to open up this folder. And from now on, I'm going to be updating master_9s's repacks so I can show you the tutorial guide. This is the latest version of the repack he made as of September 18th, 2025. Version 2.2.7. He's always changing these and fixing any problems, or if someone has a question, if there's a corrupt save file, he'll refix it or whatever. So, you know, I'm going to be copying and pasting this video guide, using it as a recycled video guide for a while, so I'll have to keep doing this. So go ahead and extract here. Let that do its thing. Okay, just drag and drop this on the root of the USB flash drive. Please bear in mind when we're going to go to do the system restore, you're going to lose everything. So please make sure you back up everything like I said, and I'll show you how to back up everything just in case you don't know how to back it up. Okay, go ahead and take your flash drive out of the PC. Just safely eject this. It's very important that we safely eject it. Okay, now we're going to initialize the backup and restore. So head over to System Settings, head down to System, head over to the right side with the D-pad. See, it says Backup and Restore. Now, if you don't want to lose anything, back up your save files and everything, but here's the deal. Since this is a new user profile, this is not going to work. And also, you can't redo this unless you're already on firmware 9, but then you're going to lose the save exploit. So basically, it's kind of pointless of doing the backup unless you want to manually, like, you know, rip stuff, but then you need to use different programs. And you need to use the root explorer and stuff like that. So there's kind of no point of actually doing this backup. It's up to you if you want to do it. If you want to back it up in case this fails when it installs, then you can go back to your current state of your PS5. That's up to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Restore Your PS5, then press X, then press Restore, then go ahead and press Yes. It's going to take a few minutes to do this, so just keep it in mind. Just make sure you're still disconnected from the internet. I'll be back when this is done. It's going to take about like 5 minutes. Also very important, don't unplug the flash drive or anything. You might get a black screen because it's not going to capture through the Elgato. So if I have to go back to the TV, I'll go back. Okay, it looks like it's reinstalling the system restore. Okay, it has 3 minutes left. Okay, it's restarting the PS5. I'd say it took about maybe like 7 to 10 minutes to do this. So go ahead and press the PlayStation button. And your restore should be version 22.7. That's the latest version of Master's repack. So open that up and I'm going to show you what next to do. So first things first, go ahead and put your LUA game disc into the PlayStation 5. Remember, you need the game disc to do this. In the meantime, while you put the game disc in, the game has to install. It's going to take about 10 minutes. Go ahead and put your flash drive back into the computer, and I'll meet you on the PC and we'll go from there. Okay, before we jump into the video tutorial, I want you to do something very important. Head over to Settings. Then I want you to go to System, Date and Time. We're going to change this. Do not leave it set to 2025 because there's like a time bomb or whatever you want to call it inside Etahen where it has an expiration date. So what you want to do is, my system was set to 2025 obviously. What you want to do is just press X on your number here and change it to 2024 or 2023. It doesn't matter. Just press OK. Press OK. Then press back. And as you can see, it says set date and time. It's at 2023. So you don't have to worry about that. Once the final build of Etahen comes out, that's going to no longer be a problem. That's just in beta. I guess he wanted to put a timer on there so people couldn't use it after a certain point until the final release came out, but that's what I wanted to show you. Always leave that checked, because if you use Etahen beta, you're using it for a long time, it's going to be a pain in the butt. You'll get a payload failed error message, so we don't want that to happen. Okay, in Master's repack, that's at master_S9, Webman is no longer working. So I spent a couple of hours and I figured out how to get the Homebrew launcher to work so you can play your games. Webman is no longer working at this time with Master's new repack. It's not a big deal. I'm going to show you how to get up and going. So first things first, what I want you to do is put your flash drive into the computer, okay? We no longer need this because we already came back from the restore, so we can just go ahead and delete that, okay? So now what I want you to do is the Homebrew app setup. I want you to open up this folder, okay? Okay, these are the files that you need to copy over. So you need to copy over the Homebrew launcher application. Then you need to copy over this. And after you copy over these two files, what I want you to do is I want you to open up the repack here, and I want you to grab the Etahen one. So I want you to use this one for this, okay? So open that up, and we're going to copy and paste this onto the root of the flash drive. Then we got to grab a couple more stuff. If you already installed this already, then you don't need to install it, but there's more files. Like I said, this is a recycled video guide, so this is something brand new that I have to add to the middle of the video to get this up and working. So sorry for the delay. So what you want to do is open up the Jailbreak folder. Then from here, what you want to do is the ps5 PKGs. Copy all of these to the root of the flash drive. We're going to go ahead and let this copy over, and I'll be back when that's done. Okay, now that all the files and folders are copied over to the root of the hard drive, to the flash drive, let's go back on the PS5. I'll meet you on the PS5. Now we're going to go ahead and jailbreak the system. So put your flash drive into the PS5. Obviously, you should have installed your physical game disk. Then you'll be all set, ready to go. So go ahead and press X. I'll be back when this loads up in case there's any crashes or anything. Okay, yours should look like this, where it says everything's all complete. Just make sure it says AOI hen and the IP address, not that it matters. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to go to the debug settings, and we're going to go to package installer and go ahead and install all, then press OK. You could just go ahead and press no, because I know that this application works. If we have any problems, we'll go ahead and we'll install the other version on there. So we're going to take this for a test drive and see how this is working. Okay, now that everything's all installed, let's go to the back here. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to open up the PS5 Explorer application. Sometimes that happens, or it gives you a problem where it won't close. Sometimes you have to restart your PS5. Okay, I restarted the PS5, I re-jailbroke the system. Now we're going to try to open it up again. Okay, and it opened up right up. Okay, so what I want you to do is make sure that your flash drive is still in the PS5. Go ahead and press root access. Then I want you to head over down to this green folder, MNT. Then I want you to click on, it's going to be either USB 0 or USB 1. See it says this, please copy and paste this folder. Open up the folder once, open it up one more time, open up one more time, open up one more time, and I want you to press triangle, and I want you to press copy. Then I want you to head back. Just keep pressing the back button until you get all the way to the back of this directory. Go ahead and open up the data folder. Open up Etahen. Open up the folder called payloads. Press triangle. Press paste. It should do a chime. It'll go do-do-do. That means it copied over successfully. If you didn't hear a chime, then don't worry about it. We're done in this application. So you could just press the PlayStation button, press X on this switcher, press X on that, and press close game. And we copied over what we needed to copy over. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go and open up the Etahen toolbox here. And if you don't get this, if you just get a debug setting, like it keeps going on and on and on and on, that means the Etahen jailbreak did not work, so you got to keep re-jailbreaking the system. If you're not sure if it's not jailbroken correctly, it won't have this. It won't have beta ps5 webman little icon over here. So make sure that you have this little icon. Then the Etahen toolbox is activated and it's working. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to click on plugins/payloads. Then what I want you to do is I want you to toggle this to the right side to activate this. And as you can see, it's activated. Just let that sit for a second until it disappears. Then open up plugin startup. Then I want you to toggle this to the right. Okay, that's all done. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and restart the system. It's very important that you restart the system so this gets activated. I'll be back when that's turned on. Now go ahead and re-jailbreak the system. Okay, now the system's re-jailbroken. Go ahead and open up the Etahen toolbox. And as you can see, do you see all this stuff down here? I wanted to show this to you. It didn't jailbreak the system successfully because there's no Etahen toolbox. So we want to go ahead and redo the jailbreak. Just wanted to show that to you. So if that happens, just go ahead and run the exploit again. I'll be back when this is done. Okay, now that I re-jailbroken the system, and as you can see, the system is re-jailbroken with the Etahen toolbox. What I want you to do is I want you to go into controller shortcuts. Then from here, it says toggle. This is a toggle Kstuff on and off. When you're in an in-game session, by you turning off Kstuff, it's not guaranteed, but supposedly you get a little more performance. I haven't really messed with Kstuff yet. I have been having no problems running my game, so I haven't been messing with anything. So what you do is go ahead and press X on this and pick which one you desire, which shortcut key you want to use. So I'm just going to go with the single tap the share button. So I'm just going to go ahead and press X on there, and that's how you know that you can toggle Kstuff on and off. Be very careful when you're inside the jailbroken system. Don't press that button. Otherwise, you're going to mess stuff up. Only do it on and off in game. So, okay, now that we got that pretty much set up, I want you to go on the computer. We have to do some stuff on the computer, so I'll meet you on the desktop. Go ahead and plug your hard drive in that has your games on it. So this is my hard drive. I'm going to open this up. Now go back inside my repack. I want you to open up the Homebrew app stuff setup. Okay, so first things first, see this folder Homebrew? Copy this over to the root of your hard drive. Just so you know, this is where the games live, so you want to put the folders in there. So bear with me, I'm going to show you what to do. So go ahead and grab this so desired game you want to play. Okay, I grabbed my folder. I'm going to open up the Homebrew folder, and I'm going to paste the folder here. Okay, now let's explore the folder. So this is what your hard drive should look like. You open up the Homebrew folder. This is your game folder. See, that's all your game files right there. Now what I want you to do is I want you to head back to the root of my repack here and open up the Homebrew setup app. Open up this folder. Now do you see that this folder Okay, see this folder right here? Open up this folder. I want you to copy and paste these into the root of the game that you want to play. This has to be done for every single game you do. So if you have 10 games, you need to copy and paste these 2 files to your 10 games folder. In case you accidentally delete that, I also have the dumper runner here. It's in an archive format. It's also extracted in case you need a backup. Okay, so just like a little prerequisite of stuff we're doing to try to get this Homebrew to work so we're able to play our games, make sure that you copied and pasted that Homebrew folder, that empty folder that we did. You want to open up that folder. Then inside this folder you want to have your game directory. Make sure that it's not in another folder. So you basically just want to click this folder once and all your loose files are right there on the root. Okay, so what I want you to do now is disconnect your hard drive from the PC. I'll meet you back on the ps5. Okay, now that we're on the ps5, I want you to open up the Homebrew launcher. And as you can see, this is our title. Before I launch this title, I don't want it to crash the system because it's getting late. And I had a couple of crashes and it's taking me a long time to do this. So you're going to open up the quiet place. You're going to see a black screen. Let it sit there for about 2 to 3 seconds. Then go ahead and press the back button, the circle button on your controller. If you leave it there too long, it will crash. Nothing will happen. I already tried this. Maybe and later on this will fix it, but whatever. So go ahead and press X on your title. Go ahead and press circle. It's going to sit on a gray/black screen for a few seconds. So I'll be back when this is loaded. All games take different load times. Okay, it took maybe about less than a minute to load. If you're not sure if your game is crashed or not, if you don't know if it's sitting on a black screen for a long time, you can just go ahead and press the PlayStation button. Then if you get the menu bar to pop up, you know the game's still loading, or it's doing its thing. So I'll be back in a second. Let's just jump in the menu. And as you can see, it did load to the title screen. I just put that on pause. It takes a little bit of time. And this is the title screen. So you can press story and just show you that it works. Now I'm just going to go and exit the game. Oh, I wanted to show you something. I'm sorry, before I exit the game. Now let's say that we're going to play the game right now. All you want to do is you want to press the share button once. Just click it once if you use the same shortcut that I'm using. And do you see it says both have been paused? That means Kstuff has stopped and it's no longer working anymore. So now you'll get more performances playing the game. And if you could see that everything's still working, that it didn't crash or anything, you can go to options and that's working. Now if you want to re-enable Kstuff, all you do is you press the share button one more time or whichever shortcut key you assign the Kstuff to, and it says both are unpaused. So when you see it, that's unpaused means that the Kstuff is running and it's activated. Then if you press it one more time, it says paused. So paused means it stopped working, unpaused means it's running. Now I just wanted to go over some stuff with you. With Master's latest repack, the webman no longer works in here. I can show you that it no longer works. See, I'll open up webman and I'll try to run this. And you see it says can't find app or game. Sometimes this, for some reason, that it's just not working. So from now on, we're going to have to use the Homebrew launcher until this gets fixed. I have no clue what's wrong with this. This is not my repack. Not sure what's causing this. Maybe it's Etahen or maybe it's something else. This is still very, very early in the stages of getting games to work on 9.00 to 9.60. This is this ps5 is on 9.00 and I'm using the latest build of Master's repack. See, it says it's PLK version 23.2. Me and him been talking back and forth and testing together and working on stuff. So anyway guys, that's it for this part of the video. I just needed to cut and edit this in there for you. Something very important that I want to include with my video tutorial guide. Do you see this folder here? It says ps5_lua_loda. You always need to keep that on the root of your drive that has your games, or you have an external flash drive, because every time you go to jailbreak the PS5, that folder must be on some kind of external media device, such as where you store your games on the actual root of the drive itself, or you need to have it on a dedicated USB flash drive, because every time you jailbreak the PS5 from a cold state, which that means the system's turned off, that flash drive has to be inside the PS5 at all times. If it's not, your jailbreak's going to fail and you're going to pull your hair out because you're not sure what to do. Setup. Here is an example. This is my flash drive, and it always stays plugged into the back of my PS4 just for the LUA folder. Just make sure that that flash drive is always plugged in there. Otherwise, when you go to turn the system off, turn it back on, the jailbreak's going to fail.